So I was looking around the ABA community the other day, trying to find some video ideas that don't involve ranking feats, and I stumbled upon an ABA iceberg. As far as I know, I'm the only person to make a video on this specific iceberg. There was one other person who made a video about a year ago on a different one. That one didn't get that many views, and it wasn't the same chart. So I'm gonna be the first one to go over this one. So this one's a rather small iceberg, didn't have all that many entries on it, but it is enough to make a video on. And if this video gets enough likes, let's say like 25 likes or something, I'll go back and I'll make an enhanced version with more entries. Also, I would like to thank that Asian in the corner from the ABA wiki who did a great breakdown of the iceberg that explained every entry pretty in detail. So he gave me some ideas of what to say in this video, and he explained some things that I didn't even know myself. So thank you to you. And with that out of the way, let's get right into the ABA iceberg. So almost every character in the game is unlockable in some sort of way. A majority are unlocked using gold, which is earned through gameplay and in-game purchases. Some characters like Whitebeard and Madara are locked behind game passes, which cost 250 Robux to purchase. Very few characters are considered prestige characters, which we'll explain later on in the video. There are 3 characters who are not unlockable, either due to not being finished or being dev exclusive. Infernasu is a famous Roblox YouTuber with nearly 500,000 subscribers. He is known for posting anime Roblox game videos, including Anime Battle Arena. Har and Infernasu have an interesting relationship, which I'll explain later on in the video. This is just going over the various different types of moves that are used to describe combos in the community. A combo ending move is when a move knocks the opponent away. An uplifting is when you press M1 and space at the same time to bring the opponent in the air with you. Down slamming is when you release space on the last M1 of an uplift combo and it ends up slamming them into the ground. Up flinging is when you press space and M1 on the 5th M1 in a combo, causing the opponent to fly into the air without you following. This is exactly what it says. The 5th M1 in a combo will always break the block of your opponent if they are blocking. Not much more to it. GG stands for good game, and is said at the end of matches as a show of good sportsmanship. In some situations, it is used to actually mock your opponent and make them rage in chat. For example, if the match was completely one-sided and they had no chance of fighting back, if you were to say GG, typically that would make the person mad. It can also stand for get good in very rare situations, but that is incredibly uncommon. This means that the match was easy and there was no difficulty for the winner. This is used specifically to make your opponent mad after losing. Ironically, most of the time the person spamming easy is near death and was close to losing the match. In some situations, easy is spammed by salty players after they get a single kill because they've been losing the match up to that point. You're very likely to see easy spammed by someone at some point when you're playing. It's very common. New characters are teased in the Discord quite often and are usually put in the roster but cost the max amount of gold possible. Some YouTubers like Infernasu are given access to these characters early in order to test and post videos about the characters. This is a joke in the community as Gon is considered one of the lowest tier characters in the game. He lacks any meaningful combos, has extremely telegraphed moves, a mediocre kit, and an awakening that has one move that insta-kills him. In most cases, Gon is not considered a viable pick, however he is good in pubs. Despite being good in pubs though, he isn't as good as Madara, Saitama, Whitebeard, Timeskip Zoro, and so many others that have a much better point gain on average. So overall, Gon is not OP, and he's a pretty low tier character. On any given character page, the wiki will provide combos that can be used in the game. Generally speaking, these combos are alright. However, not all of them are the best, and some combo variations are just completely missing. Skins can be selected on the character select screen and change how the character looks, and in certain cases, can change certain move details. For example, Whitebeard changing his color of his moves. There are many different ways to obtain skins in ABA. Typically, you're going to get your skins by leveling up, which gives you 1 free skin per level. However, you can actually buy skins. Usopp sells singular skins for 50 gold, while Robin sells them packs of 10s, unique individuals, and legendary skins. Legendary skins are usually different characters entirely, such as All Might becoming Johnny Bravo or Whitebeard becoming Thanos. It's also possible to unlock a gold skin after 3 hours of gameplay and 21,000 points unlocked on that specific character. Particle effects are also included in all gold skins and certain legendaries. You also have a chance of receiving a particle effect when you buy a random skin or unlock it by leveling up. Unlike Gone, this one isn't a joke. Kinda. Whitebeard used to be incredibly overpowered when he was first released, as his cooldowns were way too short and he did a stupid amount of damage. After a lot of nerfs though, he's not as OP, but he is still pretty good. Same as Gone, he is very good at point gain in pubs because of how many AoE moves he has. A 100 0 is when you kill the opponent who is max HP with one combo or with a singular move. There really isn't much more to explain for this one because it's really just a way to describe a move or a combo. Most people don't know this, but you can actually hold left click and your character will continue to M1 as if you were clicking repeatedly. There is no real gameplay benefit to this, as holding left click does the exact same thing as clicking, so it's really up to personal preference on which one you prefer. A vast majority of characters in this game can combo extend off of uplifting, however, some characters actually benefit from down tilting to extend their combos. The primary character that does this is Yuji, as he can down tilt into a kick in order to combo extend. Rock Lee had a skin specifically made for him after the winner of the Budokai Tenkaichi tournament requested it. The skin is based off the Ashen Race from Rogue Lineage. The skin is no longer obtainable and is one of the most sought after skins by collectors. Move stacking is when a character is able to use multiple moves at the same time. It's often used to get tons of damage off in a combo. A prime example of this is Naruto being able to have 3 Rasengan's out at the same time and drop clones who are also carrying 3 Rasengan's. It's crazy powerful. ABA is no stranger to game-breaking bugs. Lobbies fail to load, characters get thrown out of the map, characters get frozen permanently, etc. It's very common in ABA. Later in this Iceberg, I'll delve deeper into one of these specific bugs that's been in the game for a while, and it can be considered game-breaking. Infinite combos are similar to one-shots, however, instead of doing just enough damage to kill, they can actually be looped indefinitely due to short cooldowns. This is very rare, and I can't think of any active infinite combos off the top of my head, besides in Nell when he was released, and since then that's been changed. So honestly, I don't know if there are any infinite combos in the game still, but I might be wrong about that, I have no idea. Beams should never be used on their own, as they leave you very open to attack and have a good shot of missing if your opponent is smart, or the beam is small like AP shot. Beams should only be used as combo finishers and combo extenders. Rukia is very controversial in the community, as she is considered trash by some and OP by others. Personally, I think she's pretty strong if she's played right, however many people have an issue with the fact that her red ball misses quite often, and her grab is super easy to block outside of combos, along with her awakening being very easy to dodge, and super punishable if it's used wrong. Really, it's up to the player on how well they play her, and your own personal opinion on if Rukia does suck or not. This means exactly what it says. Power watches rom-coms and adds characters from them, such as Rika and Chica. This is referring to the various assets that were taken from other games in order to help build ABA. According to that Asian in the corner on the wiki, it was much more common early in ABA's life for assets to be taken from other games. Some notable examples of this was the old Star Platinum model and Itachi's old face. This is the game pass that costs 50 Robux and gives you 2 votes instead of 1 in public servers. It's not the worst game pass, but honestly, unless you play mainly pubs, it's pretty useless. I'm not sure what this one's referring to, and even people on the wiki weren't sure either, but I'm pretty sure it's talking about the various bugs that happen at the end of a round in the winner screen. Animations will continue to play after the match ends, such as Saitama leaving and Gilgamesh's awakening moves. Sometimes a teammate won't be teleported to that room as well, though honestly I'm not sure what this is referring to or why it's so low on the iceberg. So the person who made this watches this, please explain what this means. Aldo's word 226 is a YouTuber that posts ABA and deep woken videos. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea why he is on the Iceberg, so let me know if there's more of this entry, because from what I'm seeing, he's just a guy who posted a couple of ABA videos. So I don't know why he's here or why he is so deep down the list, but maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. This is the first and only game mode to be removed from public servers. Juggernaut consists of one player being super buffed and the rest of the lobby trying to beat up that one player. The game mode was removed for being unbalanced and buggy. Certain characters could never die like Giorno, some could heal like Krillin, and some characters could permanently bug the Juggernaut, such as Todoroki using flash freeze and then leaving the game. Juggernaut can still be played in private servers with your friends. Snake is considered the worst dev, mainly because his characters are seen as lazy and generally lower quality than Par's. This isn't entirely true, however, Par makes much more extravagant characters with better animations, while Snake makes pretty average characters. Most of Snake's characters are fair and have basic moves, unlike what Par normally puts out. Several popular characters such as Madara, Whitebeard, and Broly are locked behind paywalls that cost 250 Robux. The total cost of characters in AVA is also incredibly high, which leads to some people buying gold in order to unlock characters quickly. Realistically, ABA isn't a cash grab, however some people may consider Game Pass characters to be pay to win. This one's pretty simple, many moves are just reskinned and reused such as Kame and AP shots. Prestige characters are also made using several reskin moves in their kits. It's a joke in the community that Par is Infernasu's boyfriend, as Par makes basically any changes that Infernasu tells him to. This seems to have died down as of recent, as Infernasu isn't as involved in the ABA community anymore and is inactive on the balance team. Prestige characters are unlocked after you hit level 100. You can speak to Mr. Random and are given two choices on who you want to unlock. After unlocking and selecting a character, you are reset to level 1 and given an X in front of your rank. Goten and Trunks have been in the game for a very long time and were the first Prestige characters. Ironically, Goten and Trunks were not released with the Prestige update and likely won't be coming out for a long time. I wasn't quite sure what this meant, so I'm just going off of what that Asian in the corner said, but apparently the cooler the skin you have, the more skill / likely to win you are. Being a default skin is the worst, and having a legendary skin is the best. This is based on a whole lot of nothing, so don't think that skins actually give you better stats. I guess this is just how people see skins in the game. This is a very dark day in history, and is likely going to be remembered for generations, as this was the day that ABA was unfortunately released to the public. This is a bug where if you use your mode while using instant transmission, you will get stuck in transmission until you reset. This bug actually reappeared during Law's rework, as he was able to access infinite shambles. So if you weren't aware, China has incredibly strict rules when it comes to games that are allowed on their version of Roblox. You can look it up, there is a whole list of everything that they do not allow. It is incredibly strict. So it's very likely that ABA is banned on the Chinese launcher Roblox. So if anyone in China wants to play ABA, then they'll have to download a VPN in order to bypass the firewall. I didn't try this on my account because I don't want to risk my account getting banned, because using a VPN is technically against Roblox rules. But if someone in China really wanted to play ABA that bad, they need a VPN to get past it. I couldn't find anything relating to this, so I'm just going to hopefully assume this is a joke, since Roblox devs don't have a great track record when it comes to children. It also probably doesn't help that the ABA devs make anime games on Roblox, so I'm just going to really hope this one's a joke. ABA is just a part of the simulation that we live in. Nothing is real, ABA is fake, you're fake, the world is a simulation, and one day ABA will come to an end and be a distant line of code that no one remembers. So that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the Iceberg. I really enjoyed making it because I've wanted to make an Iceberg for a very long time, but I've just never done it. So I'm really glad I found this because I had a blast making it. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching it too. Like I said earlier, I don't even remember the goal I set, but if this gets enough likes, I'll make a revamped version of this that has more entries, much more obscure information on it. Because like I said, I made 20 minutes of useless information. I'm pretty sure I can make an iceberg that has some good stuff in it. And so yeah, once again for the third time, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.